Hi guys, it's amazing seeing you here. Guys, I've been dreaming and I've been looking a way forward of doing this kind of a video. A video of strategy on how you can pick over 1.5 goals or even over 2.5 goals strategy. So I want to make this video as short as possible, and I want to give out 5 good points to consider when picking over or even under 1.5 or under 2.5 over 2.5 strategy. I know this video gonna be helpful, so I will urge you to at least like this video, comment, subscribe if you are new, and all will be amazing. So the first point to consider when you want to bet on over 1.5 or even over 2.5, but mostly I will only dwell on over 1.5 goals and under 1.5 goals. So this strategy will only apply to over 1.5 or under 1.5. The first point to take on is the standing of the table or table standing. If you want to pick over 1.5, because it is one of the most safest way of betting in football, you are going to the standing table and you will see, let's say the first team, the number 1 team is playing against number 18 team. Mostly you will find that number 1 has been given like 1.24 odds or even 1.13, and the away team has been given 12 point something odds. Those games do end like 3-2, 3-1 or even 4-0, something like that. So I will urge you always to pick on over 1.5 because it's always the safest. When the number 1 or even number 2 or even number 3, mostly let's talk about the top 5. The top 5 games or the top 5 teams on the table are playing against any bottom, let's say bottom 10 or even bottom 5. The best you can pick is over 1.5 goals. I'll give out examples of those teams. The best you can pick is over 1.5 goals. The number 2 is the nature of the matches. Sometimes we have the derby, El Clasico. Those teams, they do end like 2-1 or even 3-3. It is always very tough for those teams to end on a draw. Even if they will end on a draw, they won't draw at 0-0. They will draw at 1-1 or even 2-2. But mostly they don't draw. They will come like 2-1. Let's say Manchester United is playing against Manchester City. That is a derby match. That game do ends like 2-1. Most of the time there must be a lot of goals in that match, or even 3-2 or even 3-1. So such kind of matches, it is always safe to pick on over 1.5. Trust me. Then also the big matches. Let's say there's a game is playing on a Saturday. Let's say Manchester United versus Arsenal. You know, the standings. You go to the standings. The head on head on the way those games has been playing. You will see that most of these huge games they do play, like Arsenal versus Manchester United, they can't end at a draw of 0-0. They do win like 2-1, 3-1, or even 3-2. So such kind of match, you should always pick on over 1.5. Right, on over 1.5. Or even if you go to the Clasico, Real Madrid versus Barcelona, those games there's always a safest. The safest you can pick is over 1.5 goals. So those are some kind of the strategies that these other tipsters that they don't tell you. They will come back with a huge story so that you can do a lot of analysis. No, go to the something which is very simple. Yes, like something which is very easy. You see, and let me tell you something. If you want to bet on under 1.5, under 1.5, it is always very tough. Under 1.5 is one of the most toughest. It is like correct score. Let me tell you, because you will go for a team like, let's say a team has been given an odd of home team has got 2.1, then away team has got 2.5. The best you can pick is halftime to be under 1.5. Correct? No, I mean the number of goals to be scored on halftime to be under 1.5. Guys, these are some of the strategies. If you do follow them, you will always win bets. You will always win bets. Don't just go to these bookies or even these betting prediction sites. They will always confuse you. Go to the something which is very short and sweet. Short and sure. Right? So those are some of the 5 points that you should always take when betting on over 1.5 goal. The first one is the table. Always the first 5 games on top of the table. If they play against the last 7 games or 7 teams on that table, there's high possibility that those games will always come on over 1.5. Also, if a team has been given, let's say, Champions League, that's where right now that's where we are almost heading to. Those Champions Leagues, you will find that a team from England is playing against a team from Germany. Let's say Arsenal is playing against PSG. It is always automatical that these teams, there must be a lot of goals. As long as you have 2 or more goals, it means that we already achieved our over 1.5 goals. Always very easy. So don't always get confused when picking on over 1.5 goals. I think this video is really helpful. Like it, comment, and I will always drop more tips. If there is any idea you want to pick, or there is anything you want me to discuss, you can always comment, and I will choose some of the topics that I will discuss with you people. That's all good for now. I will always see you in the next video. Subscribe if you haven't. Like this video, turn on the notification, and all will be amazing.